Thanks for joining me today. This is Danny, and welcome back to the City by the Lagoon. It has been a long time since I've been here, and a lot of things have changed since the last time that I played this game, and this is the first time that I'm seeing this city at night. That is pretty cool. So winter is upon us, it's gaming season in my house, and I'm going to be playing a little bit more City Skylines now, in addition to the Minecraft series that I have going on, or the couple of Minecraft series that I have going on. I also upgraded to the expansion pack, the After Dark expansion pack, but we are having a bit of a power problem now, and kind of perplexed by it at first, but I think the problem is that our solar power plants don't have any sunshine. So I guess we're going to have to fix that problem, and then we're going to start playing around with some leisure and tourism. But, you know, unfortunately, the solar power plants are kind of worthless now because, I mean, we don't really have any way to store power, and unless our city's using a lot more power during the day than it is at night, those are really no longer a viable solution. It's kind of a bummer. But I'll fix that off camera, and we'll start playing around with some of the new stuff. Yeah, our power is good for now. We've got a couple new tabs down here with our upgrades. We have, under unique buildings, we now have unique leisure buildings, tourism and leisure. We've got a casino, a driving range, a fantastic fountain, a luxury hotel, and a zoo. As you can see, I can't do any of these things yet. They all have some kind of prerequisite. And then under our trees and decorations, we have tourism and leisure as well. So we have all these different tourism and leisure things that we can plop. So what I want to do is kind of remember how to play this game, because it's been a little while and I kind of forgot. So what I want to do is figure out where we're going to put all our new toys. Carve out some new tourism districts. And in addition, of course, we're going to have to play a little bit with the whole balancing act, you know, making sure there's workers and everything else. There were some complaints earlier about. So we've got our downtown here, and then we have our old tourism district that we made a long time ago over here. We've got lots of room to play with still, but the traffic situation was kind of stressed here earlier. Look at that. I got a little flashlight, a little spotlight. That is a nice touch. It lights up under my mouse. That is really cool. Anyway, so we did have some traffic issues here, or at least the traffic was pretty stressed here at one point in time, but it actually doesn't look too bad right now. Let's take a little peek. Where is it again? Right there, okay. No, it doesn't look bad at all. Interesting. Okay. See, here's our posh mall. We've got 20, so we hardly have any visitors. That might be why we're not having traffic problems anymore. So we'll have to see what we can do about that. Oh, I forgot. We have a prison. Nice. And we have jail available. Okay, so we actually do need some more prison cells, it looks like. And we have a new building down there too. I think that's a taxi. We'll play around with taxis for sure. Let's see, this does produce some noise pollution. Let's just get rid of these solar power plants. We're kind of doing this now, and we'll stick our prison over here in our industrial district. It's got some nice connections to transportation, if that's helpful at all. I'm not sure, but it'll keep the noise away from the residents. Now we have a very high jail capacity. We'll put our taxi depot over here. It does make a little bit of noise. It's a noisy tax depot somehow. Let's see. Yeah, noise pollution 100. Wow, that's actually pretty noisy. Crazy. Very noisy taxi depot. And we've got offices over here. The offices don't usually mind the noise, so we'll just stick this here. No, they don't like it. They're not happy about it. What's wrong with the taxi depot, guys? Come on. All right, now the taxi stand. We'll throw this downtown, right by the space thing, right by the space elevator. And we'll see if we can get some more thingamajiggers today, some more landmines. Landmarks? Monuments. Well, let's get some more monuments today. Alright, I'm all set to start playing with some of our beachfront tourism. I think this is a good spot for it. This is our little beachfront neighborhood where we have our big park area right across from the downtown. We've got our space elevator right there. And then a nice good road connection heading right down to the beachfront. So this might be a good place to have some of our ocean front. So here's what I'm thinking. I'd like to stick a fishing pier here. We can kind of make this like a little fishing wharf kind of thing. Here we go. Everybody's happy, but we do need a road connection here. I'll just stick a little pathway. It seems like they're not having any trouble getting there. There we go, but it is still complaining that it needs a road connection. Although the people don't seem to mind, they're still fishing. See, they're heading out there. But, yeah, we'll see. I might tear down some of these buildings here. A couple of these buildings, just to kind of open this up. But that is a really high pier. Have to have some long fishing line. Got all kinds of beachfront stuff that we want to do here, so maybe we'll clear. There isn't much beachfront available because, you know, in the past there really wasn't anything you could build on the beach, so I just filled it all up with some nice residential. There we have it. There's our little fishing wharf, our fish district. They're gonna have to jump pretty high to get onto their boats. That might hurt. But they don't seem to mind, do they? Okay, so we've got a little marina here. I should probably spread the stuff out a little bit. We've got our fishing pier. We've got our jet skis down here. And then we've got some fishing tours. So we've got 2 fishing areas, and then we have our marina. So the first thing I noticed when I started playing this today was that all of a sudden there was kind of this orangish glow. And I was kind of like, what the heck is this? Like, there's this weird haze covering the whole city. And I'm like, what is going on here? And then I kind of realized that it was, well, the night came. And I realized that that was the nighttime, or the evening glow. So what is this? We have our little Forest Hills suburb over here. So I've got a new suburb over here that we're going to call... Just zone this whole area here. Or not zone, but make this a district. Make it a little bit bigger. We're going to have a mix of residential here and some tourism stuff, and we will call it... We gotta get rid of this tool. Come on. Let go. There we go. Okay. We're going to call this Meadowview. We got Forest View and Meadowview. And this guy, or this district, is going to be a recreational district. So we're going to select Parks and Recreation here. Although it is also going to have some residential and some office too. What we're going to be doing here is putting a zoo in the very near future. But first, before we can build the zoo, we're going to have to make this horse stable. Or riding stable, rather. So we'll stick that maybe right here. Or, you know what? Actually, let's put this over here on the main road. There we have it. Now we should be able to build a zoo. Our unique buildings, yay! The zoo is available. Our first leisure monument. It's pretty expensive though, per month, $4,400 a week. It's going to take half of our surplus, but a modern zoo with expert zookeepers and excellent living conditions for various animal species, from slithering reptilian to cute domestic mammals and colorful birds. Nice. Alright, let's put this guy... I'm guessing this will have some... Oh, actually it doesn't have much noise. Okay, so that's not too bad. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I know we can... Ah, there we go. There we go. Yay! Our first leisure not monument. What are these called again? Maybe we should have this specialize. We have the riding stable. Let's do that. Let's specialize this with one of our new specializations. We have two new specializations. Actually, I think more than two, but we have tourism specialization and we have leisure specialization. So this gives us a more vibrant nightlife, commercial zones 24/7, causes noise pollution. Otherwise, we have tourism, which also causes noise pollution and attracts tourists. Let's do that. There we go. And we'll put some commercial. So all of our commercial is going to end up being tourism stuff. And I'm not really actually going to put that much commercial in this district. Okay. No noise pollution from the riding stable, so it's all going to be concentrated over there. So we'll wrap it with office, because that's what I like to do, because the offices don't really seem to care about the noise pollution. And they don't make any noise, so then we can put those next in between the commercial and the residential. We'll just make this all. We'll do kind of a little side tourism road here. The little tourism loop. I know I did say I wasn't going to do very much commercial here, didn't I? It's okay. We got to give our tourists something to do, right? Okay, that's enough. That's all the tourism we're going to do here. Now the central piece, I'm going to do this all in office. As you can see, our office demand is pretty high right now. And that'll buffer the noise a little for the residents. Residents who are going to be here. So why don't we do let's do some big zoning. Big time residential. Through a little park. Let's see. What kind of... Yeah, I think the parks are still all the same. I'm not sure if there's any new other than the leisure and recreation ones. Why don't we do a car park? Let's see, park with trees. Right around here. By the zoo. It'll give them a little more parking, and then plus parking for the businesses, and then we might as well give a little path so the residents can walk. They can walk right through to get to the zoo. That'll be nice. There we go. Now the residents can walk right through that. The residents. So remember our old our old lake district? This was the first tourism district that I created in this city, and it didn't have a name. I don't know what happened. I could have swore that we gave this thing a name, but I just called it Palm Lake Recreation District. And whoops, and I'm going to tell it to specialize in leisure activity. And we'll see what happens. So this is leisure. So there's leisure and then there's tourism, and they're different. And the tourism, actually, while that's going on, while those buildings are kind of changing up, we can look over here at our first tourism, that's our first district that's been designated a tourist district. And this is Meadowview, which we just made. Here, let's turn this off. And it's got a lot of hotels. There's a lot of resorts and hotels. And they all seem to be doing pretty well, despite the fact that there's really only a zoo here. And a riding stable. But apparently that's attracting quite a few tourists. But I don't know, maybe some of the businesses are too. But it looks like it's mostly... It's pretty much all hotels. Oh, meatballs. Restaurant Elm Tree. I saw something about meatballs. Kitty Cat Cafe. So I did notice, since the last time I played this, there are definitely a lot of new A lot of new buildings. So this is kind of our little tourism strip. Our suburban tourism strip. And I've got the bigger ones along the highway. And then it's kind of thinned out here. And then we have kind of a little town center here. And then a bunch of offices on this side of town. And then there's also a little office park there. And a small residential area, but our demand for industry and offices is kind of going through the roof. And we are having power problems again. What the frick? You know what? I think I'm just going to make a... I'm going to make a nuclear power plant. Somewhere. Let's see. How big is this guy? Pretty big. And let's see, how noisy? 50. Okay, so he's not terribly noisy. So why don't we put it right here? We'll replace these two with slope too steep. What? Alright. I'm going to try to keep it as far away from that residential district as possible. So now we're going to be producing way more way more power than we need. So I'm feeling a little bit silly right about now. We weren't having problems producing enough power. We have a grid problem because we redistricted that, we changed the specialization in that district, so some of those buildings came down, and now we have a broken grid. So let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is create another connection over here so that we can make this a little bit more robust, so that we don't have to worry about losing power if one of our connections happens to disappear. Maybe there's not enough demand in the city for all this leisure. Well, the people are pouring into this place, though. What is it? The bowling alley. Nice. Oh, I love that. I love that there's so many more buildings now. There's so many different types of businesses and stuff. Maybe we should make it smaller. Maybe, in fact, maybe we should do half of this leisure and half tourism? Okay, so I think I effectively created a new... Oh no, it's still the same district. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Okay. So now let's create a new district over here. So that's the Palm Lake Rec District. And this will be... Because I'm so original. We're going to call this the Palm Lake Tourism District. Concord Hills. No. District. Okay, Palm Lake Tourism District. I have to remember to hit enter, otherwise I'll close the window and it won't save my stuff. And then we're going to change the specialty to tourism. Boom. Cool. Now let's see what happens. And that has a direct line to our downtown area, so that might actually feed right into our downtown tourism. So we'll basically have rec buildings over here, hotels over there, and then the direct line to downtown. I was actually thinking of making some part of downtown doing the same thing. But let's wait. Let's wait to see what happens here. Because this is all low density and that's high density. And before we make such a large commitment, let's make sure it's working. I'd like to get up to 100,000 today, but I keep going up and then something happens. See, now we're dropping in population for whatever reason. Oh, because we really need some industry. Okay, we better do that. People don't have anywhere to work. I would bet that if we took a look at our population stats, we'd probably see 16% unemployment. So, let's get some more offices and industry. Yes, we know. We're getting there. The city at night. What would be really cool is if it was smart enough to not put lights on the rural highways, and then you would just see the headlights, kind of like you would in real life, rather than having lights going off into the distance. All right. Here's our new Palm Lake district. Sweet. So pretty much as you might expect, it's all hotels over here along the highway where I designated it tourism, and then also this area too is designated tourism. Oh, there's a nightclub. Look at that. So there's a few things other than just hotels. And then this is all recreation. So we've got arcades, we got game halls, comedy clubs, raw food. Nice. Pizzeria, comedy club, game cave. So we've got restaurants. Nice. This is cool because when I first created this district, this is what I wanted it to be. Oh, I hear an arcade. Club de la Creme. The birds are awfully noisy at night here. Oh wait, the sun is rising. Nice. Nice. We got some nightlife right here in our Palm Lake district. So my population continues to drop. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. I went through all the stats and everything looks good, but our demand is low. Our demand for industry and office was really high for a while, so I'm thinking we probably still have a bit of an unemployment problem. 8%, so it's gone down. We have a new tourism district over here with a new little neighborhood, our Meadowview neighborhood, with some hotels and a zoo and a little horse stable. I also added a lot more office over here, so we basically have a new little mini office district. I added office all over the city, man. I put offices here. And I wanted to get another monument today, but I think we'll have to save that for next time. I haven't decided which monument I'm gonna do next, so I'll think about that. And next time we will work toward our next monument, maybe even a couple of them actually. I think we're probably at a point now where we could probably pop out a couple of these monuments because we've got so many of these unique buildings already. So this is where we started. So between now and the next episode, I am going to work on figuring out what our population problem is, why we're losing population, and I just don't get it. I mean, there's no traffic issues anywhere. We have no traffic backups, and everybody's happy. They're all happy. See, 82% happiness. So why are they leaving? I don't know. I don't know why they're leaving, and they're actually leaving at a fairly high rate now. So, but our money, our money keeps coming in. Our tourism numbers are going up. They're kind of, well, they jumped, and now they've been kind of hanging at that level. But our population, I mean, we had it way up past 90,000, and then it started dropping. Here is the big spike we had at the beginning, and then it climbed up again after we fixed the power problem, and then it just started dropping again. So yeah, I don't know. don't know what's going on. So I'll fix that between now and the next episode, and I will decide what our next monument is going to be, and then we are going to decide on a leisure and tourism district downtown. I'm planning on having a leisure district down here by the ocean, by the beach, and we'll add some more of this kind of stuff, and then maybe we'll make this little road here that we just created. Wait, no, actually this, but yeah, we'll district this for leisure, and then we'll find, I'm thinking the area around the space elevator would be a really good place for a tourism district. So that's the plan for next time. I hope you come back for that. If you did enjoy this, please click the like button, and if you're not subscribed, you might want to do that so that you find out about our next episodes. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye.